Mr. Chair, may I confirm if Mr. Diskaya is still attesting to the truthfulness of the contents of his affidavit dated September 6, 2025, which he presented in the Senate and where he identified lawmakers and DPWH officials allegedly involved in the anomaly in flood control projects. Mr. Diskaya, ito po ba'y pinatotohanan niyo pa?
Yes po, Your Honor. Yung nakasulat po dito lahat.
Your narration of facts in your affidavit involves billions of pesos. Mr. Diskaya, significantly, under the law, if it is 50 million and below, the case is violation of Anti-Graft and Corrupt Practices Act. But if the case is more than 50 million, it constitutes violation of anti-plunder law. I want you to realize violation of anti-plunder law is punishable by life imprisonment and it is a no-bail offense. Which means if information will be filed by the Sandigan against you and your other co-accused during the entire period of hearing, kayo pong mag-asawa and the rest of the co-accused ay makukulong at mapapahiwalay sa inyong mga anak. Do you realize that?
Your Honor, lahat po ng project po namin ay nakuha po namin sa public bidding.
Mr. Chair, can we please direct the resource person to be responsive to the question?
Please be responsive, Mr. Diskaya.
Your Honor, lahat po ng project namin ay nakuha po namin sa public bidding.
Mr. Chair, for the guidance of the resource person, I will repeat the question. Earlier, ang sabi po ni Mr. Diskaya, to this time ay pinatototohanan pa rin niya ang nilalaman ng kanyang sinumpaang salaysay. And I wish to remind him that that sinumpaang salaysay constitute an offense we call violation of anti-plunder law. Plunder, to distinguish the same from Anti-Graft and Corrupt Practices Act, Mr. Diskaya, is punishable by capital punishment, is a capital offense, punishable by life imprisonment, and is a no-bail offense. Which means, kung ang kaso po'y may isasampalaban sa inyong mag-asawa, kasama ang inyong mga co-accused, the entire period of hearing, kayo po'y nakakulong at mapapahiwalay po sa inyong mga anak. Yun po ba'y nare-realize nyo when you executed this sinumpaang salaysay? When you executed this sinumpaang salaysay? Mr. Diskaya?
Your Honor, tatanungin ko lang po ang legal counsel ko.
Mr. Chair, I don't understand that it seems that the resource person executed an affidavit without realizing the implications of the contents.
Please respond, Mr. Diskaya.
To simplify the question, Mr. Diskaya, nauunawaan niyo po ba ang repercussion, ang epekto, ang implication, ang consequence ng salaysay na inyong isinagawa sa inyong buhay, pamilya?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you understand as well that in this affidavit, Mr. Diskaya, kayo po'y umamin na? Do you understand that? You already made an admission about the commission of the case of plunder. with your affidavit.
No, Your Honor.
But you were the one narrating.
Kasi Your Honor, ano po ito, pinilit lang po kami, Your Honor. Pinilit lang po.
That is for you to prove. But in as far as this committee is concerned, including the members, when we go over your sinumpaang salaysay, to me it appears you are admitting already to the case of plunder. And the worst thing, Mr. Diskaya, among the lawmakers and the DPWH officials whom you identified, all of them denied. Do you understand the implication of this?
I asked the lawyer. Attorney.
Yes, please.
Your Honor, yes po.
You understand. Okay. So,
Sorry, before proceeding, Congresswoman Luistro, ano yung context ng sinabi niyong pinilit lang po kayo?
Nandito po sa aking salaysay na ayaw po naming magbigay.
Okay, alright. Naintindihan ko na.
Kaya lang po.
Hindi ko kayo pinilit isulat itong affidavit.
Hindi po.
Okay, alright. Thank you.
okay, so, naiintindihan mo ang implication consequences ng affidavit mo. Hindi ka ba natatakot makulong?
Natatakot, Your Honor.
Hindi ka ba natatakot makulong ang asawa mo?
Natatakot, Your Honor.
Hindi ka ba natatakot na mapalayo kayong mag-asawa sa inyong mga anak?
Natatakot, Your Honor.
Then why?
Kaya po
Why
nam-
did you execute this affidavit?
Your Honor, mas natatakot po kasi kami sa buhay namin ngayon dahil kinukuyog na po kami ng taong bayan. Kaya po, nag-execute po kami ng affidavit na ito dahil 120 million Filipinos po ang parang gusto kaming patayin at kami na rin po ang pinag-uusapan sa mga misa ng simbahan. Opo, kaya po napilitan po ako, sa totoo lang po, napilitan lang po akong yung mga kamag-anak ko na gusto na nilang magsalita. Sapagkat po lumalabas na parang ang sama-sama po namin. Parang gusto kami patayin ng buong 120 million na Pilipino. Kaya ngayon po, naisip po ng misis ko at ako po na mas mabuti pong yung mga pinangalanan na lang po namin dito ang maging kaaway namin at yun na lang po, alam namin po na ito lang po ang papatay sa amin, itong mga taong ito. Hindi po yung 120 Pilipino na gusto kaming katayin. At yung nangyayari po sa amin dito ngayon ay parang nakakahiya. Para kaming magnanakaw, samantalang hindi naman po kami nagnakaw. Napilitan lang po kaming gawin ang bagay na ito sapagkat mutual terminate nila ang mga project namin. Hindi kami pinasisingil. Road ride of way ang nangyayari po. Kaya po kami po ay isinigaw na lang po namin ito kasi namili po kami mag-asawa. Bulak, 1 kilong bulak o 1 kilong ginto. Ang pinili po namin, 1 kilong ginto. Dahil una, pareho lang naman siyang mabigat. Yung bulak at saka ginto, pareho siyang mabigat. Pero pinili po namin yung ginto. Kahit po kami mamatay bukas o papatayin po kami ng mga politikong ilang piraso na ito, alam po namin na may dangal po kaming mamamatay. Kaysa naman patayin po kami ng buong Pilipino sa Pilipinas. Na kahit saan po kami magpunta sa dulo ng Mindanao, Luzon at Visayas ay parang kaaway po namin lahat ng mga Pilipino. Samantala ngayon po, natatakot po kami sa buhay namin. Alam namin kung sino lang ang kaaway namin. Yung mga pinangalanan po namin dito, ito na lang po ang alam namin kaaway. Hindi po 120 million Pilipino po ang kaaway namin. Kaya sana po, pagbigyan niyo po sana kami kasi yung iba pong mga gusto pa pong mag-witness ng mga contractor, kung ako po ay inyong parurusahan po sa ginawa kong ito at ako po ay papagalitan po ninyo, wala na pong iba pang sisigaw ng mga kontraktor sa buong Pilipinas. Dahil una, matatakot na sila kung ano po ang mangyayari sa akin. Kasi ang mangyayari po, parang nagbibigay po tayo ng hudya sa iba't ibang pang mga contractor na, hoy, tingnan nyo, ang nangyayari kay Curly at saka kay Sarah, tutulad ba kayo dyan para mag-star witness? Hindi na sila sisigaw, parang nagbibigay po tayo ng anyaya sa lahat ng mga tao na ang maging star witness.
Mr. Chair, if I may interrupt our resource person, I wish to believe that you are not yet a witness, much less a state witness. And that reminds me as well of paragraph 33 of your affidavit. Who gave you the idea about state witness?
Bali, ito po ay sinubukan po namin sapagkat kami po ang
Please respond to the question, Mr. Diskaya.
Tinanong ko rin po sa mga lawyers din po namin.
What do you understand about becoming a state witness? Who decides for you to become a state witness?
Presidente po at saka yung Senate po.
I don't
DOJ,
think so,
DOJ
Mr.
po.
Diskaya.
Mr. Chair,
Becoming
may
a
I
state
interject?
witness is a decision that comes from the court and not from you. And there are requirements that we have to consider. If I may share this to the public, under the rules of court, to become a state witness, number one, the testimony must be, there must be an absolute necessity for the testimony. Number two, it can be corroborated. Number three, no other direct evidence. Number four, no previous conviction. And number five, the accused must appear as not the most guilty. Do you think with these requirements, the court will approve your application to become a state witness?
Yes po, Your Honor.
Do you appear as not most guilty?
Yes po, Your Honor.
But you have to realize nonetheless, Mr. Diskaya, it is not you who decide. It is the court who decides whether you will be admitted or not as a state witness. And if you are not admitted as state witness, definitely then you will be one of the co-accused. And with your admission that you made already in the Senate and before this committee, I think the offense of plunder is already established. That is why I wish to go back to the question. What made you decide to execute this affidavit, considering the very complicated consequences of your admission?
Your Honor, I asked my counsel muna.
Yes, please.
Your Honor, nasabi ko na po yung mensahe ng sinabi ko po kanina.
So it's because mas pinipili mo na makulong kesa sa magalit at mapatay ka ng mga taong nagagalit sa'yo. Do you confirm that, Mr. Diskaya?
Yes po, Your Honor.
Okay. I wish to invite your attention to paragraph 9 of your affidavit. Mr. Diskaya, sabi mo dito, nagkaroon ng kaunting tagumpay. Kaunting tagumpay ang St. Gerard Construction, kaya minabuti naming mag-asawa na mag-expand at bumuo ng iba pang kumpanya. Can you please enlighten us, what is kaunting tagumpay to you?